All right. Uh, Welcome back, everybody. So, last time you guys were exploring a little bit of the Dimhollow Detention Facility in an attempt to get a final piece of Phase Steel to repair Briar's blade. While you were exploring it, you realized that this was apparently the lair of a Medusa. In doing so, Romney was able to cure one of the victims, revealing to Vin Damakos, a tiefling paladin who had arrived here with a party to slay the Medusa some time ago, but was unfortunately turned to stone. You explored a little bit. You found a room of pipes and valves. You neglected to operate any of the pipes or valves. You found a member of Vin's party, Elberos Ivan, the wizard, who was a broken statue and likely would not survive being turned back to flesh. You fought some living statues. And with that, you are all standing within the same kind of central room. This room was the one you had to swim out of. There's like pillars holding up the ceiling. You're standing on a raised portion just above the water line that has the 3 doors. There's the one in the middle that is the massive locked vault door. The one to the south was the one that Vin, you found her attempting to shut. And then the one to the north you opened and you were attacked by living statues.
We haven't stepped in, right? Like the door opened and the statues came right at us, right? So we don't know what.
Correct.
What are the statues just stone? Like, do they look like they were just statues that were animated, or that they were separately created from this place?
Yes, you have. They are stone. They kind of crumble apart after you destroy them.
Alright, well, that was weird. Did that happen before? Did statues attack you and your group last time you were here?
I don't think so. No. I think I would remember that. Pretty noteworthy.
Did you know anything about statues, or is that new too?
Usually they stand in gardens or in churches. As for magical statues, no. I'm not an expert by any means. Just out of character for a second. Should the game on Foundry still say game paused?
That just means you can't move your token.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, I guess you can move them if you wish.
Well, I mean, I think we should go forward, so watch out for more statues.
You came here prepared to battle a Medusa, right? So
we
did
did.
you bring anything with you to help you in that quest? You know, the usual Medusa fighting tools.
I mean, I had my sword.
Yeah. No, okay, beyond that. I mean, anything
My sword
special for
was gone
Medusas in
when you all
particular?
found me, so finding that at some point would be a bonus. But fighting Medusas in particular, we just had the plan with the lights.
So, I mean, so
You're
we have two
gonna, sorry,
mirrors,
Sagan, you're
right,
going
in
to
this
play with the light?
party.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, we have two mirrors in the party, right? That's Medusa fighting tools. I mean, they're small, but they're mirrors.
That's certainly a good thing to have. Absolutely, if we can make her see herself, to the best of my knowledge, she would turn to stone. I don't believe she's immune to her own attack or her own ability.
Now, as long as we're not looking at her, we're okay too, right?
It has to be direct eye contact,
So
as
if
far
we
as I'm aware.
walk around like this, we're good to go.
I mean, I think we should just not fight the Medusa, right? If we find the Medusa, obviously, she attacks us, we have to attack her back, defending ourselves, absolutely. But, right, like, we're here for Briar's Ingot, right? That's all we need. We just need Briar's Ingot. So we have a map that where all the other people who are statues, where they are. So if we could get
Sorry,
the
you have a
Ingot,
what?
not fight. Didn't we write down on a map where all the statues we found were?
Yes, I did write it down.
Oh, yes, the statues you've come across.
Yeah. So the people, sorry. So like we know where people are. So we don't have to fight the Medusa. We can get the Ingot, leave, and then go back to the fortune hunters and say, hey, here's all your ex-members. They're down there. Maybe, we could come back with more people when we're more powerful, maybe after we stop this war, or at least just let their families know where they are. But we don't have to fight the Medusa, because if people don't come down here, no one dies. So let's just not fight the Medusa. We don't die, and we go home.
We can certainly try that approach. I don't know where this ingot of yours is, and there's a possibility that it might be in her possession and she doesn't want to part with it.
Well, we could try barter. I mean, like, making a deal, right? Like,
Do Medusas hoard things like dragons? They like a collection of things?
You can make a nature check to see if you know.
I know nothing.
Yeah. Ezreal, you'd probably know that they are very vain, but they're not like, they don't necessarily hoard things.
well, so I mean, look, I've never actually talked to a Medusa before, but I've heard of them, and they're really vain creatures, but they don't like hoard. So if we just tell her she's really pretty, maybe she'll give us the Ingot.
So we're gonna tell someone they're really pretty without looking at them. Do you think that she's?
Well, we could also give her something pretty in exchange. Right? She probably likes pretty things.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a grooming kit, right? I could trade her for that. Like, she could, maintain her pretty appearance.
Okay, we can keep that in the back pocket. No harm in trying. I think just treating her like an individual will be our best approach. Like, not like a monster.
Yeah, maybe no one's ever talked to her before, and tried to be friends.
And we have not looked into this room yet, right, with the statues?
It's a short hallway. You haven't investigated it yet.
Do you guys just want to head over there and see what we're dealing with? Might as well keep
Sure.
moving forward.
Oh yeah, by all means.
Do you guys have any light right now?
I should.
If Briar is still with us, then yes. Because Briar got her globe thing that we tied to her pack that she kind of turns on and off by saying the word.
Well, I just remember you guys said you didn't want to turn the lights.
Right. And Romney
That's a good point, yeah.
gave
That's right.
Briar
The dark vision.
the dark vision out to some ridiculous distance, like 300 feet or something. All right.
For the sake of us as players, do you think there's any way you could turn the brightness up on the map? Because I can't actually see anything.
Yeah, it is a dark screen.
And we'll just realize that it's all in grayscale, so we can't tell colors or anything.
Fair enough, yes. You do not need lights. All of you can see. It is in grayscale, but you can see.
Thank you!
How's that?
Way better.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
So
Um,
we're gonna step into the hallway in the north direction and take a peek around.
This is just a note, and I think I had this problem last time I used Lindell's laptop. I can't move my character token. And I'm on my profile on his computer, but maybe because it's his computer or something, it's not letting me move it. Because I had this problem last time. I think I used it too. So I just wanted to let you all know that because I can't figure out how to move it.
I mean, both you and Lindell are owners of your character's token and sheet, so.
But it's not moving. It's just not, like, I don't know why. But I try to grab it.
Tokens.
Try now.
Oop, there we go. Yes.
Nope, still not moving.
Try using
It's fine. We'll move on.
key. All right.
Those do not work either.
Okay.
I don't know. I had this problem last time too, and I couldn't figure out why.
Sorry, we're going up into this hallway, right? Where Azriel and I are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So entering the hallway, you can see it is similar to the other room. There are different pipes here. They seem to be larger and thicker. Much greater diameter.
Wait, didn't we say
And,
last time they had water in them rather than air?
I think we poked and
so
tapped and stuff. And
the ones you tapped on the
Yeah.
southern side, yes, I think they had liquid in them. Pretty sure.
Were they warm at all?
No. And they did not appear to be actually moving any fluid. They were just stationary.
Do we see any other statues or anything, or is it just kind of open with the pipes?
As you peer into adjacent rooms, you've only entered this hall a little bit, there are statues. A few here and there kind of fallen over in corners, like covering their faces, tucked away in walls. You count about 3 in each room.
you say
Do you see
covering
any-
faces and stuff, so they look like they are perhaps adventurers who had a misadventure with a Medusa.
You could investigate them closer to discern. With your grayscale vision and at a distance, the statue's hard to tell.
I got my token to work. I reloaded the whole thing, and it works now. I'm going to move to the statue
All right. Are you going to investigate it?
in this room that I'm in. Yes, I did. I rolled a 27.
All right. The eyes are weeping, and you can tell that this statue is wearing a peculiar kind of armor that you do not recognize. It is likely some kind of soldier. The other ones in this room match it as well.
So, like older than Ben.
Yeah, way older than her armor. In fact, their statues are kind of worn and weathered, and as you investigate them, there's strange dark fluid flowing down from their eye.
I think we should stay away from the ones that are weeping. In case they turn on us as well.
Dimitar, you hear a clatter of stone on stone echoing down one of the other hallways. Like a rock falling.
Guys, I just heard something. And then I'm gonna head that way.
I'm gonna stay in this room, because if there's something coming down the hallway, I want to be in the room.
All right.
Like, guys, maybe you should get out of the hallway.
I'm gonna follow behind Demetari so she's not going alone.
All right. The rest of them head out into the hallway, leaving you alone in the room with the statues. As you look towards the door, and then back towards one of the statues, and you realize that its arm position has changed.
Oh, I'm gonna run.
All right.
It moved. It definitely moved.
As you begin to move and run out into the hall, Dimitar, you get to the crossways, and you can see that there is a set of hallways kind of running adjacent to. And as you look off to the left, you kind of see there's another crossroads a few yards away. You look back to your right, another kind of corner in the distance, a few doors. There's an alcove in front of you where the hallway ends. A statue is there, kind of frozen. And as you look to your before you can react, one of the pipes moves. And I need you guys to roll for
A moving pipe. That's a new one.
Hold on. I gotta clear the initiative.
That I've ever been attacked by plumbing before.
All balls.
What the fuck?
I rolled before you said hold on, so I'll roll again, but my initiative is 20.
I would like to roll again, because normally my initiative is crap, and this one's halfway decent. It's fine.
I mean, if you want me to roll again, I certainly will.
Well, you just need to roll to get on the tracker. and
No,
then
she's on the tracker.
Liam can change it.
We good, never mind. I take
I'm
back.
just saying that because I got a 2.
Yeah, I jumped the gun.
We're gonna be fast friends if your character allows me not to be dead last in initiative every time.
That is very, very possible. She's got a -1 to initiative, so.
Hey, yeah, so I got good chances.
Hee
All right. Well, Javid, it is your turn. You are not surprised.
Nope, I expected this. Alright, so I think I see 3 statues. One in the room I'm in the doorway of, one in the room Asriel's in the doorway of, and one in the alcove. So I think I'll try putting a stop to the bleeding eye statue in the room that I'm at, and so I'll let's see if sharpshooter helps at all. I'm gonna
The arrow clatters off of the stone, seems to make no dent, as the statue kind of crunches and shifts and begins to move toward.
This really only works well if I am unseen, or otherwise have advantage. So we'll try it without that. And then again, as oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about my my feet. I have a. Let's have that be the reroll from Stalker's Fury.
Okay.
And then I'll try it a second time.
Okay, that hit.
And then for my initial thing again.
And that one hit.
And then we get a
You get your force damage, right? Don't forget that.
Force damage.
You do like a thing where you hit people the first time on combat or something, and you deal force damage.
That the Dread Ambusher. It's a extra D8 of the weapon type.
Okay, sure. Piercing.
Yes, and then I'm going to flip out of the way and clear up space for everybody else. I'm not running away, really.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Azrael's turn. Sure. Azrael's turn.
That's just, is that? What are the other two things I see?
Those are the pipes.
Those are the pipes. Oh, then what's the thing in front of me?
That's one of the statues.
Oh, but the statue's not moving, right?
I mean, he's about to. He is moving.
Okay, well, you know, I'm this dangerous place. Let me get. You know what? I'm gonna hit him and then I'll move back. So I'm just gonna punch him a lot.
All right. The second one hits. And the fourth one hits.
Total.
So you hit him for 17.
Right. Then I'm gonna move back because that's a dangerous place to be.
All right. As you try to step back, he's gonna try to hit.
That's fine. I don't want to be cut off from the part.
It kind of like his arms, like as he's like crunching and beginning to assume this attack position, one of the hands just like swings out towards you, and you just duck out of the way and step back behind Demetari.
All right, that's my turn. I'm gonna stay here because I don't want Demetari to get cut off either. So.
All right, but you're behind her.
I am behind her, but enemies can't stand on me.
True.
And if I stand in front of her, that's just not a good place to be.
All right, Demetari, you were surprised. Unfortunately, your passive perception is lower than their stealth scores.
That's embarrassing.
And one of the pipes just like lashes out towards you, and you realize it's not a pipe, it is a giant snake.
Oh! Alright.
Alright, it like sinks its teeth into you, and it's this huge, like probably 30-foot long snake. And it just like kind of like grabs onto you, and then it draws back, and you see it kind of like uncurl its like massive body. And it like is almost like filling up the entire hallway as this snake. It had nestled in on top of one of the pipes. You take 13 piercing. Another one on the other side kind of uncoils, hisses, and is going to try to grab you. The other snake kind of like swirls around you and like squeezes, and then just starts dragging you back down the hall. You are grappled. And you take 10 blood damage from the giant constrictor snake.
Would you say that Demetari is within 5 feet of me?
No.
Okay.
Good guess.
She can Misty Step though, right? Like you still have Misty Step?
She is restrained as well. I don't know if that one prevents.
We'll find out.
I think she can still cast spells when she's restrained.
If it involves hand movement, though, I don't know. I guess that's a DM thing. Let me see here.
Let's check Misty. Misty Step is only verbal. So if you wanted to, you probably could Misty Step.
Neat. All right. Let's do it.
It is not your turn.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
That's
On
great.
your turn, you will be able to Misty Step. But until Helm or Statue, one of them is going to move forward. He's going to attack as. One of them misses. One of them hits. What do they have? For 6 damage. The other one's going to come up to the doorway, and Azrael's the only one there, so he's going to hit Azrael too. One of them hits. One of them misses for 14 slashing damage. The other one's going to move up, and it's going to attack. One of the attacks misses. The other one cuts into you at your side. And you take 11 slashing damage. If you want to use your reaction, you can use your reaction, I'm pretty sure. Or does it only apply to other people?
Sorry, I was saying, hold on one second. Ba 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 ba. Other than you. So I cannot protect myself.
So you could have used your reaction to defend Azrael from one of those hits.
Okay, well, if it's not too late, I will do that.
Sure.
I will take that.
Okay. So I can use my reaction to reduce the damage to you by 1d10 plus 4.
Okay. Do you roll the d10 or do I roll the d10?
I roll it. So that reduces your damage by 12 points.
So instead of that
So I
14,
only
you would
take
took
2.
2. So you could just give yourself 12 HP back. if you're
Awesome. Thank you.
You are so welcome. That's my whole thing. Okay, you said I take 11 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Another statue kind of comes out of the hall. And that's the end of its turn. Then you also didn't. Javid. Alright, Javid's turn.
All right. I will, as a bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark on the nearest of the bloody-eyed statues. There. And let's try chipping some of its bits off.
That does.
And we'll do a second shot.
That does not hit.
That's it for me.
All right. I thought you could re-roll one of your misses.
That's right. I can do that. Once each turn.
Well, there you go. The 31 hit.
Or 10 damage.
All right, that's the end of your... Azriel's turn.
Alright, I am gonna do key release, which is only a cantrip, but it is a con save to everybody, all the statues adjacent to me, so I believe that's 3. And if they fail, they take 3d6 radiant damage.
He says the con.
It is a con save, yes.
Okay. All right.
Did any of them pass?
None of them pass. You just like this blast of energy sends shards of stone flying off the statue. They're still standing, but you damaged all of them.
Okay. And I'm gonna yell out, Demetari, are you alive?
Yes!
I can't get to you right now, but if you just stay alive and I'll get to you.
I'm good! This is the best hug I've ever gotten in my life!
Yeah, the snake is squeezing you like a squeaky toy. Demetari, your turn.
Alright. I'm like do a little pet on his scales, and then I'm misty stepping out the way because I would like to breathe again. There's not many options for me, is there? Okay. Sorry, my dogs are really interested in this fight.
Those are the sounds of the snakes.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like no matter what, this is gonna be bad. I can't see my party members from where I'm at. We'll do that. Oh god.
Well,
All right.
I haven't moved, so.
Well, I can't just. I have to be able to see where I'm misty stepping to.
All right. Yes, Demetari appears in one in the corner. The snake is very confused.
So that would be a bonus action to be able to misty step. So. Choose this guys. Can I possibly? I guess what I'd like to do.
What are you thinking?
Alright, I'm thinking Tasha's mind whip on the one I can see.
I mean, you can see all of them, but...
Oh, that's where I'm at right now. The snake that was had me disappeared.
Oh. Okay.
So
you want to target one of the snake?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean... Okay, I changed my mind. I'm gonna do magic missile, and I'm gonna target the one that is closest to me, and I'll just shoot them all at that one, because, yeah, that final answer. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. All right, you just just rapid fire blast the back of the one in front of you. And is that the end of your turn? You are no longer grappled restrained, just so you know.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
That's...
All right. All right, Javid, Briar is going to fly right over your shoulder, and she's going to whack. Attacking around the doorway at the one that's at Vin's throat. And nothing. She's just like battle axe towards it, but to no. Romney moves up.
Awkward angle.
It's an awkward angle. Romney's going to up behind. He's going to Sacred Flame the one is near death in the corner. It's a DC 17 death. Failed. And he destroyed. One of the stone statues gets blasted by this radiant energy and just crumbles. Snake turn. Snakes are going to come back. They're not doing anything yet. Alright. Her turn. Alright, the same one's going to try to attack Vin.
Leave me alone. I'm just a little guy.
One of the attacks hits. The other one hits, and it is a critical hit.
Fuck you. No, it's not. I'm wearing adamantine armor. No, it's not.
The blow kind of like, it would have struck purely, but it just kind of like glances, and the hit is not as effective as it. And between those two hits, you take 17 damage.
Ouchie. Okay.
The other one's going to attack. And then the other one's going to move up and attack Demetari, backing her into a...
Didn't see that coming.
Alright, one of the hits connects with Azriel, and the other one connects, and it is a critical hit.
Is Azriel still within that 5 feet of me?
Yes.
Can I please use my reaction on the critical?
You already used your reaction.
Oh,
You haven't recharged it yet.
rats.
Or no, I'm wrong. You can use your reaction. We just did it weird last time. You're good.
Okay, can I use my reaction specifically on the critical one?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't. Sure. The non-critical is 9, and the critical is 12. Actually, rolled not well on its critical hit damage. The one attacking Dimitari, you're kind of like backed into a corner, like ducking underneath it, and it's just like punching the wall over your head, like shards of stone like fall down on your face. But you take no damage. It misses both of its attacks.
Okay, so my reaction only reduces Azrael's by 5.
All right.
Got it.
And Vin, it's your turn.
Okay, so I would like to try to hit the one that keeps whacking me. And I'm going to swing to hit it with a sword. I think is it this one? The one that says badly injured that keeps hitting me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to... Okay, well that doesn't hit.
It does not, but you should be able to attack twice.
I can attack 3 times.
Okay. Well,
Does
that
a
hits.
28? Okay, so on that bad Larry, I'm going to use my... Okay, so... Sorry, do I have to roll the damage separately?
You already rolled damage. You hit him for 12.
Okay, cool. I'm going to use my improved Divine Smite.
Pretty sure that's just
so
a thing.
It is just a thing. Whenever I hit with a melee attack, it gets an extra 1d8.
Yeah, you already did that. You did 5.
Oh, okay.
It was included in your roll.
Okay. I don't know how this works. And then one more attack.
Hit him. Nope.
No, I won't.
Okay.
I will only roll ones.
Ones are 19s. That's it.
That is it.
All right. He's still
Okay.
standing, unfortunately.
Well, that was my action.
Javid, your turn. The one you marked is near death.
What? Yes, it is. And I think that I'm going to try to put it right on over the edge. So I will shoot at it.
That hit. It parries.
And I will then, as a bonus action, transfer the Hunter's Mark to the one that's wailing on Dimitari, my squishy little friend up there. And use my second shot on it.
All right. That 18, unfortunately, does not.
All right. Then I will use my, what do you call it, feat to redo Stalker's Flurry and try again. Even worse. All right. And that's all I've got. Oh, damn it, Tori, I tried.
Also, Vin, I don't think you can attack 3 times, just so you know.
I believe I can because I have two-handed. I'm wielding 2 weapons right now, and then I got an extra attack.
Oh, you're wielding a...
I'm wielding 2 short swords right now.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't know.
Yeah, I currently am not in possession of my two-handed weapon, so I've got one in either hand.
Got it. All right, Javi. Turn over Azrael's.
Yeah, we need to find your weapon. I'm just gonna punch the statue in front of me and hope it dies.
That's a miss. A miss. You're just like striking the stone. It's knocking out of the way. 22, that hit. And a 29 for a...
Finally,
The statue is near death, but still standing.
I'm coming, Demetari! Just stay alive!
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, that's my turn.
It's just that easy.
Demetari, it's your...
Okay, so I have a couple questions. So if fire were to spread around corners and I were to perhaps set everything alight here, would that still be smacking Azrael?
What are you trying to do?
Fireball.
I think that would get more than just me. Because it's like a 20 radius, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But if I start here, then there's your radius. So it would only hit you.
I'm pretty sure Fireball's way bigger.
It's a 20-foot radius.
I thought it was a 20-foot radius is what I thought it was.
Yeah, radius sphere.
She's just looking at it, so she centers it there, right? She's trying to not hit me, which
definitely would hit you.
Oh.
Yeah, it would hit me. I wouldn't hit Finn. Let me.
No, I know it wouldn't hit Ben. I just was wondering if I could. Yeah, it's not worth it.
That's where you could.
I mean, I am resistant to fire damage if you can place it somewhere that it would hit me, but not anywhere else. Anyone else?
I don't think that's possible because I'm in front of you, and I am not resistant to fire. Fire bad.
Okay. Fair
If you were to
enough.
just hit it right there, you would hit everyone, including Vin and Azrael, and also.
Oh, I'm aware of what would happen there. Just trying to finagle it a little bit. Because I don't.
Do you have like burning hands or something where you can just like go out in front of you?
No, I don't. What I could do though, I can cast Blade Ward on myself, and at least that'll help a little bit.
Sure.
I don't think it would be the. I don't like when you do that. When you do that high-pitched sure, that tells me that that's the wrong answer. Are the little statues, is there any metal on them at all?
Not really. They're mostly stone. They're held together by some kind of magic.
Okay. Don't make any noises when I say this, please, so that I can just stick with an answer. Wither and Bloom. And then I will target it.
I didn't make any noises.
I didn't look, so just stick with whatever it is you're doing. Fuck it. Let's do right there. And then I can at least hit the snakes, because I don't think it'll work on the statues, but I don't care. At least it gives Azrael some hit points back. And I'm going to be doing that on 3rd level. And it's a con save. Well, that's shit. So basically, Azrael, you can spend 2 hit dice if you would like. And then
it's +5 plus because it's plus your spell casting modifier, right? So I add 5 to my roll.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. The spell activates, and you watch it kind of like it seems to maybe desiccate the statues a little, and the 2 snakes both like recoil in pain.
Thank you.
Yep.
It's Briar's. She's gonna fly over to this corner. She's gonna attack the one in front of Azrael.
Okay.
Swinging. She's gonna do it again. That one hits. She's not raging. But it's still... Alright, she just like cuts down the statue and she's gonna move between the 2 snakes. And that's the end of her turn. Actually, she's just gonna move right there.
Because she's gonna be flanked.
She wants to flank the one in front of Demetari, but she's gonna leave that spot open for Azrael, who goes next, or Ven, one of you 2. Because if one of you flanks with Demetari, you can have advantage to attack that one. Romney, he's gonna move in. He's going to target the statue in front of Demetari, and he's going to hit the sacred. Already black. And snake turn. One of them's going to try to grab. She looks like a delicious little morsel. It misses. The other one's going to try to grab. And that one does hit for 20 damage. And she is grappled and drained. And it's going to back away with its quarry. Okay. The helmed horror in front of Demetari is going to attack again. One of them hits for 14 damage. The other one misses. Vin, it's your turn.
I'm going to swing to hit on the one near me.
There aren't any near you. They're all dead. There's
they're
only
all
there's
dead?
only one
Yeah,
statue
you
left.
can-
It's in front of Demetari, and then the two snakes.
Okay, then I'm gonna
You
move
can
up.
move through me if you
I'm
want.
gonna move up and start wailing on one of these snakes, I think.
Well, one of the snakes did take Briar, just
Oh, shit.
and
Okay.
ran down the hall with her. So that did happen.
I don't think Vin is going to pursue that one on her own, given that she was just a statue and doesn't want to be one again. But I'll try to help Demetari out so that we can get this going. So yeah, I'm gonna move through Azrael and go attack this bad Larry. And I will roll to hit on him. Does
22
a
hits.
22 hit? Woo! So then,
It is
that
still
is-
standing.
well, I'm gonna hit him again. Does an 18 hit?
It does not. He is still standing.
Okay, one more. $22 hits.
It does.
What damage did he do? I did not see.
You dealt 13 damage.
13, okay. Is he still up?
Nope.
Yay!
Yay, all the statues are dead.
Nice.
Alright, so we got one snake.
Also, that
still
would
up.
not have been 13 damage. It would have been 8. But he still died because you hit him with your offhand, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You don't add your damage, your modifier to offhand damage. Anyway, the last statue is dead. One snake down the left hallway is dragging Briar away. She's being like squeezed by the giant snake. The other one is like curling up and ready to attack Vin.
That is my turn. I have no bonus actions that I can use at this point.
Shavid.
All right. Well, I will transfer Hunter's Mark to the snake, and
I don't think you can see that snake technically.
really, you don't think I can see a piece of him?
You can only see
How much
2 of
cover
his
has he got?
corners.
That's enough.
I mean, okay, sure.
what does that give him? 3/4 cover?
No, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the damn map grid isn't right, but whatever.
Step in a little closer.
All right, fine.
I can see enough of him to say that doesn't look like he's got full cover. As a bonus action, transfer Hunter's Mark, and actually, let's see. If I were standing over here, which I think would be more than 30 feet away, would I think that the snake could see me?
Probably
can
not.
it see in the dark, and how far?
Probably cannot see it.
All right. Then, as an unseen assailant, I will have advantage. And as a consequence, I will try and smack it harder. Smack snick. That a hit?
That is a...
All right.
Your arrow sinks into the flesh of the giant. It lets out a hiss.
And do that again. Oop, not that one. There we go. And then, having used move, action, and bonus action, I've exhausted my possibilities for this go-round.
The snake is near death. Azrael, you're...
Briar, I'll save you! I'm gonna run around the corner.
Uh, 19 hits, so does... And also another 19. You just biting it over and over again? I see like 4 fanged bites.
Oh, did I piss? Sorry, it was supposed to be... Sorry, I pushed the wrong button. It was supposed to be, unarmed strike. They're literally the exact same. They're both
Okay.
plus 10 and 1d6, so it doesn't matter. I'm sorry, I pushed the wrong thing.
Okay, you're punching it instead of biting it. Got it.
Yeah, so it's bludgeoning rather than piercing is the main difference.
You dealt 36.
And they're awesome. Is it dead?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm just punching it, trying to punch Briar out.
It
Trying to
is
save
badly
her,
injured,
so-
but it is not yet dead.
All right. Well, that's the end of my turn.
Dimitari, there's one snake next to you that is near death, and then the one that had previously grabbed you and now has Briar is just being wailed on by Azrael down the other hallway.
Okay. Just right there. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna cast Firebolt on the near dead one.
Alright, 26 hit for 13 fire damage. And the snake ignites in flames, lets out a hiss, and then kind of like twists and like back into the hallway, and then dies in this giant heaping hut.
All right. I think my I'm gonna basically just move this way so that I can see what's going on with Azrael and Briar. And then that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Alright. It is Briar's turn. She is going to try and whack. This thing has almost no AC, and both of her attacks, she just like gets an arm free, and then just starts like hitting it with the battle axe, like cutting into the snake. And she basically like cuts it, the snake like screeches and unfurls, and then she draws the axe the rest of the way and splits it in half.
As she like kind of flies out, I just want to like grab her and hug her, be like, "You're okay, you're okay." Yeah.
Both of the snakes are dead. You are no longer in. What are you guys doing?
And then when I'm done hugging Briar, I'm gonna run over and hug Demetari and say, "Are you safe? Are you bleeding? Oh my God, that's blood. Here, let me hold that."
Yeah, definitely bleeding. But I think I'll live. You know what? Fuck those snakes. Were they poisonous? We need to find out if they're poisonous. And then, the one that didn't get lit to fire, I'm gonna check out some fangs.
All right, go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Well, I was just gonna make sure she's not poisoned. I'm not on the snakes, on her, because she
Oh.
mentioned they were poisoned. So
Oh,
I
no.
want to make sure she's not poisoned. That's what my medicine check's for.
Azrael, as far as you can tell, she is okay. She's been bitten by a snake, but it did not appear to envenom her. Demetar, you can tell that these snakes do not possess the like hollow fangs of snakes that venom their prey. These appear to have been solely constrictors. They were going to take you into a corner and squeeze you to death, and then probably swallow you whole.
Could I rip one of the fangs out of the mouth?
Sure. With a 23, I'll say yeah. You can like take your scalpel and you kind of cut away and work at the bone a little bit, and you're able to free one of the fangs from its mouth, and it's probably like almost 12 inches long.
Neat. I'm gonna walk up to Azrael. Hey, got you this.
That's so pretty.
Maybe you can stab
I'm gonna
someone.
add it to my collection.
Sorry, how many hit points
And then I
is
take it,
Demeter
prepare
down?
it.
I'm sorry, what?
How many hit points are you down?
She looks injured.
Okay,
I'm on an adrenaline buzz. It's not the worst thing at this point. I'm just kind of hoping the bite scar is really cool.
okay, I'm going to use my lay on hands pool to give her back 15 hit points.
Nice. Where did that snake bite me? Because if it does heal with a cool
In the
scar,
shoulder, probably.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, that could
And
still
I'm
be a pretty
gonna give
cool
myself 10
scar,
as
like
well.
a one. Maybe you could turn it into a tattoo, you know? Like you take the scar as like the tail of a snake and have like a tattoo across your chest or something.
Maybe my back, but yeah, no, I think you're onto something there. Now, we have to find out what they were hiding, because surely two snakes in the same area have to be guarding something. That's a lot of coincidence.
Or someone.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
So there's
the
okay, so there's 2 doors in this hallway, right?
There's lots of doors in this hallway, lots of little rooms. Most of them you can tell looking at them that they're probably like small rooms of little consequence. But there are other hallways.
Can I have Gamby, just because he's got better hearing than I do? Can he like listen for any noise or?
Sure, go ahead and have him make a perception check.
I guess I should have had him smell, but I've already said what I said.
Why is he better at smelling?
He has advantage on smelling. I mean, I guess he could do both if you're okay with it.
Listening and smelling, sure. All right. It smells of kind of like salt, the deep ocean saltiness. There's a little bit of a mildewy smell, dust, debris. You can smell the iron, the blood from the snakes. but more specifically, coming from the other direction that you guys are all kind of pointed, so from the east, there's a faint smell of like oil.
So, and I'm gonna gesture the direction. Gamby's smelling oil over here? I don't know if we want to check that out. Because, I mean, we did see, like, we know that there was a liquid in the pipes. Maybe it's exiting out that way.
Well, so I don't know anything about blacksmithing, but is oil used in like blacksmithing, like what the ingots would be used for?
No,
Yes, it is.
not in this case.
Not in this game. You know,
Maybe we should avoid where the pipes are coming out.
I was gonna say, we could go one way and then I'll have Gamby investigate the other, save some time.
If you'd like to just send Gamby to investigate, you can.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I'll tell him to stay safe, obviously. I don't want him getting knocked out of this dimension. But it
All
just...
right. With Gamby scampering off in that direction, he disappears for a while, and not very long, maybe like 3 minutes later, he comes back and informs you that there's another strange kind of machinery room in that direction,
Awesome.
just around the corner.
So much information. I'm gonna give him some quick pats, and then I'll bring up to the party. Listen, I guess there's another machine room. I know that's not why we're here, but just thought you should know. Do we want to go this way first, considering there was no obvious ingots, and then maybe check out the machine room if we're at a loss?
Yeah, I kind of like that idea, because if the ingot isn't in the machine room, then we don't really need to go to the machine room.
Yeah. Anytime we
So-
go near bad guys are there, so
Well, I mean, I'm just thinking, if the ingot's not there, then we why would we go there?
oh no, agreed. Yeah. I would like to not go first. I'll take like the middle if we want to go check that hallway out.
Oh, Briar should go first. She's the strong one.
Yeah. I don't want to. That was a little bit terrifying, just moderately.
All right.
Well, you still have a misty step, right? Like if that happens again, you can still do that.
Nope. That was a one and done thing. I still have my cape though. We have that.
Okay. Yeah. Stay in the middle.
Yeah. Back up for the backups.
Okay, so where are you guys going?
The direction that is not the machine room.
All right, so that is west.
Okay.
And
I'm just gonna push Briar forward.
All right.
Unless you want to go ahead, Javid.
I've not satisfied my curiosity with the rooms that we've passed. If we look in these rooms, we see anything of note or interest, places where ingots might be held, or other items of value or note.
Go ahead and give me an investigation.
Can I specifically be keeping an eye out for my missing sword?
Sure.
Should I also give you an investigation check?
Yes.
Well, balls.
I like guys.
Yeah, Vin, you're not really noticing anything. You don't see your sword sitting on the floor. Javid, as you're moving from room to room, you recognize that these rooms probably were some kind of storage space, but that they have, like, the ceiling has partially crumbled in, the walls are barely holding it up, the floors are cracked and crumbled. All sense of artistry is gone from these spaces. You are able to find, kind of tucked underneath a stone in one corner, you find a small pouch containing a set of engraved bone dice.
These look like regular gaming dice, or
They do just look like regular gaming
Oh.
dice. They might be
Oh.
worth a little bit. They're antique.
Oh yeah, I'll take them to the bazaar.
The rest of you, however, work your way to the hallways and find that it is, by and large, a dead end. It comes to a crossroads to the north and south. To the south there is a single door. To the north there are 3 doors.
Do we hear anything?
It is quiet, and as you travel in this direction, you note that there are not any, or the pipes get thinner and fewer. What are you guys doing?
So, do we get any sense from these pipes that they are distribution, that they're getting thinner because they're spreading out and taking their contents to different spots, or that these are collections going the other way, concentrating into larger and larger pipes headed toward the other end?
You would probably be able to tell that it is the former. This is probably, you're getting towards the edge of the facility, away from whatever serves as the distribution. So these are kind of like the thin little veins sending the pipes.
We're not finding an end of these, like with a little faucet or tap or something.
They tap into the sconces on the walls.
All right. And these sconces are lit or not lit?
They're unlit. I know the map shows them flaming, but they're unlit.
Yeah. Got it. Right. Okay. Because it's dark and we're using dark
Correct.
vision to see in here. All right.
We would.
So if
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Javid.
yeah, if we like found a what do you call them? A spigot or something. We think we might open that and ignite whatever comes out of the pipe to illuminate the torch. You know, tap some flint and steel at them and see what happens. I'm just curious. It's the mechanical things that fascinate me. Never mind. Let's move on.
No, I mean, I honestly, snakes tend. I mean, they're nocturnal. We know this. If we lit everything, would that not worsen their ability to see us, and then we would have an advantage?
Well, the concern about the lights was because that's Vin and her party. Right, as soon as they turned on the lights, they were attacked by the Medusa.
Oh. Well, do we do that so that we can prompt her to come to us?
Well, aren't we
It
trying
Let's
to
would be
wait
avoid
on
her?
that until. We actually don't want to fight the Medusa. We want to get out of here without that.
Oh, I'd rather not fight her either, but if she knows where this ingot is and we're just going on a wild goose chase, like, lights
I mean, we could
up her
take
little...
some time to search around. Like, we don't have to. She clearly doesn't want to talk to us.
Can I just, wait. Last time I shouted, you guys got upset. Can I try to, speak loudly for her to hear? Or are we all against that? I don't want to offend and get blamed for starting shit.
We're sort of trying not to get her attention. And unless we've got a way that we know that we can neutralize her, then I would say that alerting her to our presence and calling her to us would be not a real optimal approach.
I'm gonna say this a little too loudly.
Yeah.
Surely she's an intelligent enough woman to know that we're already here.
As soon as you finish saying
Right,
that,
but she
there's a rumble in the facility, very deep and far away. But the ground does shake for a moment.
I'm just gonna put my arm on Demeter and be like, she wants to be left alone. Like, if
Yeah.
someone was taking a nap in your house, or if you were taking a nap in your house and someone was, you knew they were there, but then they kept bothering you, wouldn't you get upset?
Maybe turn them into stone.
I guess.
Look, all I'm saying is the person you need to blame is Romney, because he didn't prepare the right spell.
Jesus.
He could have prepared locate object and he didn't. So now we're just gonna wander around in the dark,
All right. I'll follow your lead. But if this doesn't work, we're doing the backup plan of introducing ourselves and asking nicely.
We will do that.
What are you guys doing?
So I guess I'm gonna check if these doors are locked.
The doors are by and large unlocked. Are you opening them and going inside or looking inside?
No. I'm not going first. But I will ask Briar if she would like to go first.
Okay. Whichever door she'll go inside.
Well, I only see one door. So.
Okay. You open the door and you recognize it as some corner room. There's a stone table, some other things. A rock on the floor has partially crushed a body. It is not a stone corpse. It is a figure wearing similar armor that you saw on some of the stone statues, but long decayed into a skeleton, kind of pinned underneath it.
Dibs!
Is it Elven?
It, as far as you can tell, is probably Elven.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna pick it up and bring it to Demetari and be like, "This is for you."
Man, I gotta start
Whole
bringing
skeleton.
bangs more often.
As you pick it up,
Well,
pieces of the armor kind of fall off. There's this old, rotten leather belt that falls off like a pouch. There's a rusty sword that clatters to the ground. You can see he was probably some kind of guard.
I'm only interested in the skeleton, so I'm gonna take the skeleton to Demetari. The other stuff can just stay there.
Okay.
If he looks like he was some sort of guard, would it be safe to assume that he was a guard from when this was still a prison?
Maybe.
reasonable hypothesis. The stone that crushed him, did it come from the ceiling, or
Yes.
is it part of the building construction?
Looks like a
and
part of the
so-
wall or the ceiling kind of fell in and collapsed on.
Okay, let's not have that happen. Does it seem like the structure is otherwise sound, and it would take something like a earthquake or massive creature to dislodge things at this further?
You can try to make a investigation check.
A structural assessment. What am I making?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Walls aren't moving now. They look good. From what you can tell, there was probably some kind of specific event, possibly an earthquake, that caused this facility to, like, fall apart. But it's held together for 700 years. Who knows? All right, Demetari, you're spinning. Go ahead.
Doesn't have any distinguishing features or contents apart from the rock in the middle and the dead guard.
Correct. All right. Vin, what are you doing?
I'm following behind the party, just making sure, or not necessarily behind, but I'm with the party, keeping an eye out, looking for, people attacking us.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. All right. Demetari, you spend a minute animating the skeleton.
I'm gonna be party member. What do you think his name was?
Okay. What the heck? I think that's my third natural one this game.
You can close your whole...
Try reloading.
Yeah. If you close your entire browser and then reload.
My entire browser, not just the window?
That's what I would do.
Yeah, close the whole thing.
Oh man, I have so many
And
tabs
then-
open. Oh man, okay. Goodbye, tabs.
Well, that's what history's for. You can always go into your history and re-pull those tabs.
That is true. You're right.
But no,
But no, that's what I
then
have to
you do not notice
whenever Foundry
anything.
and-
All right.
Hmm.
The skeleton kind of stands and creaks, the magic swirling around him as he's been reanimated.
He needs an elven name.
Javid, what you got? Ooh,
Francois.
Francois.
Oh yeah, that's not. Do this right. Denis.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Denise.
Oh, Denise. Yeah, he looks like a Denise. I like it.
All right. The reanimated guard is just kind of like creaking and hovering next to you, Demetari, waiting for your instruction.
Oh, I feel so much better. Okay, we can face anything now. All right. Okay, where to next? We got Denise. We're good. Everything's gonna be fine. Can we get Denise a sword? Does anyone have
hidden.
He goes over and he picks up his old sword.
Cool. All right, tetanus on the side. That'll be great.
You're a medic? It's fine.
Well, he's not smacking me.
Yeah, it does extra tetanus damage.
Yeah,
All
like poison damage, huh?
Leaving behind the guard's other possessions on the ground, where are you guys going now?
That sounds
Well, I'm
sus.
sure Briar would have picked up the possessions. Azrael wouldn't have cared, but Briar would have.
Okay.
Is there any forms of identity?
No, but if Briar does pick up his possessions, she would find that he was in possession of a key ring.
Their card hypothesis does ring sounder.
Where are you guys going now?
Let's try out this door.
The door opens, revealing a mostly collapsed room. And as you inspect the other rooms in this area of the facility, you're able to determine that it seems like this section collapsed, crushing pretty much everything over. There does not appear to be anything left on this side.
Alrighty. Let's move on. Demetri, would you have Denny's
Those
poke in the room?
those are the other crush rooms that you just investigated.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing else in this hall.
Got it. All right, so we head off toward the
machine room.
other room. Right. Well, we've got another doorway here. And looking in this doorway, what do we learn?
All right. You open the door and find, and I know the map doesn't really reflect this very well because I kind of ran out of time when I was making it, but the room appears to be mostly waterlogged, but that it was once a room containing a number of trees growing up out of a stone floor. The trees are now long dead, their trunks desiccated. They've sat in darkness for too long. On the far wall, there is a stone-carved shrine of some kind, covered in debris.
Does it look to be like to a god of some sort?
Go ahead and give me a religion check. It is unclear. It does seem to smell of a strangeness. As you enter it, however, Briar recognizes it. This is a shrine to the Autumn Court and Queen Neve.
Is there an ingot or a sword in this room?
Go ahead and give me an investigation.
Anything else of note or interest?
You're free to investigate.
We go in, poke around a little bit, muck with the soggy bits.
All right. What the two of you are able to identify is that in this room on the shrine, it looks like there used to be some kind of ornate design embedded in it. but that it has been forcibly removed. It was probably made out of metal, but it's gone.
I wonder
So,
what
like,
metal it
some
was.
kind of plaque?
It looks like it was just some kind of, it was probably, it could have been a plaque, I guess, but no, it's more like decorative elements embedded in the stone.
Like an ingot?
I mean, an ingot is like a solid piece of unworked metal. This would have been like something that was crafted to a specific.
Would Briar know if this would be like the fairy iron? Like if it would, they would use that for
I don't
this
think it's an ingot.
particular. I know it's not, but I can't remember what the name is.
What's up?
I can't remember the name of
From
the
the
fancy
face steel?
iron.
Face
Face
steel.
steel. I said fairy iron. You know. Would she know if they used that material to make these sorts of things as an embellishment
She
to the
would
shrine?
probably be able to tell, or the rest of you will tell, that it probably was some kind of metal that was used to create this decorative element. It has been removed, but I don't think Amber, Briar, yeah, she would probably know that this might have been face steel that was worked into this.
Is there like dust accumulated in the divots as well, or does it look like maybe it was freshly removed?
There's dust. It's been gone a long time.
Okay.
I've learned what
So-
we can from this room.
Yeah, I
Maybe
just
we
hope
move on.
that someone didn't get to it before we did, because it's not looking promising.
Well, I mean, it's possible that the Medusa, right, destroyed this, right? Like if she was a prisoner, right? And I'm guessing the Autumn Court, like this was their prison, so she might have just like destroyed the shrine because she was mad at the Autumn Court.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, does it look like someone just raged? Like, does it look like it's been desecrated and...
It looks like someone deliberately removed whatever was in there.
Right, but there's no, like, smashed up pieces.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess we just keep going. I don't know what else to do.
What time of day is it at this point? Like, how many hours have we been doing
I think
this?
it's the middle of the night, because I'm pretty sure you guys, like, it was dusk when you guys swam out, so it is the middle of the night right now.
Sure be nice if Romney was able to sleep at a long period of time and then rearrange his priorities in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, could we sleep? How long has it been since we had a long rest?
It's been about a day. If you wish to take a long rest within the facility, you could attempt to do so.
I mean, I wouldn't. It's better than stumbling around in the dark, right? We can take shifts, make sure, the Medusa doesn't come bother us, but, we find some place we can hold up that's safe. Like maybe one of the crumbled rooms, no one seemed to be around there.
I have alarm as well. If we can find a room that only has one entry.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea rather than just stumbling around blindly.
Yeah, at this point, if we can. because I could use a rest anyhow, especially if we do run into Medusa.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I think spell slots might be better if we take some time. I mean, we can. The crumpled rooms seem to have one entrance, so we could maybe set up camp in one of those rooms.
What about this room? Looks like it's got a statue in it, and only one door.
Sure.
Sure.
Anything in this room? Is it?
That room doesn't have a door. That one just has an arch, an open arch.
Oh, open arch. Got it. Okay. And
the pipes get thicker as you travel down this way. You round the corner, and looking through another open archway, you can see into a similar room filled with pipes and valves. There are another number of operating mechanisms to be found here.
it looks like this might be a central control room where the.
It does seem like the kind of room where you operate things from.
But there's not a source for the pipes. The pipes come in, the pipes go out.
You can see that the pipes seem to come from a central spot on the wall and then go out behind you into the hallway.
What is your opinion on undead things having muscle memory?
What would you like your undead compatriot to do? What do you want Dennis to do?
I would ask him to go mess with the mechanisms and see what he does. I wouldn't give him anything specific, but what if he just automatically does what his body has always done?
Okay. As soon as you give him those instructions, Dennis kind of turns, creaking, and down the hallway, past Vin, past Javid into the room of the mechanisms, and he walks over, kind of stoops over one of the valves, grabs it with both hands, and he kind of twists it, and he just starts turning it. He's putting his whole body into it. There's a creaking and a groaning in the pipes on the wall. You hear as he's operating it. And then he slams it into the back seat, edges it off a little bit, and suddenly all of you hear and all the lights ignite down the hallway in all of the spaces you have passed.
Oh, hey!
Oopsies. Hello.
Okay.
Can you tell him
That
to turn
was
it
fun.
off?
All right,
Can
undo
he
that.
turn it off?
As he's
think
he's reaching up and he's operating another valve above him, his other hand's on a different valve. He's just operating stuff in this room.
He is having a really good time, guys. I do not want to tell him no. Look at that. He's practically grinning.
Do I hear Medusa?
As after the lights finish igniting, it is mostly silent. You can hear a faint sound of them burning, but it is fairly quiet. As soon as he finished operating a couple of the valves, he turns towards what looks like a lever, and he kind of pulls it down, then he pushes it back up, and then he pulls it down again, pushes it back up, and he kind of scratches his chin for a moment, and then he turns and he starts walking out of the room.
All right. So, I'm going to start undoing the things that he was doing.
He operated a lot of stuff.
Javid, there's no way. No. Come on. He did a good job. He worked really hard. This might be a good thing.
Kudos. Amazing stuff. Yeah,
This might
so
be a good idea. It's fine. It'll be fine. All right. Have faith.
He's walking down the hallway.
The camping now with the
why
lights
don't you
on.
go
Let's follow.
follow Dennis and make sure he doesn't get into trouble. And
Yeah,
as soon
yeah.
as she turns around and leave, I'll start turning off valves.
All right, go ahead and give me an intelligence check to see if you can undo what he did. You operate some valves. You think you shut off the main source, but the lights stay on. And now you're really not sure what you did, what he did. You're like shutting random valves. It doesn't seem to be turning everything off. It's really unclear as to what Dennis did, but he did some stuff. He walks down to the T, turns left, walks through the other door, across the kind of open atrium area, through the other doorway, down those passageways, and as you're following him, he is just beelining it for the other machine room.
I mean,
Who's following him? Is it just Dimitar?
no, I'm gonna follow Demetari, but I'm gonna be like talking like, are you sure this is a really good idea? This, like, can you stop him? Like, do you really want him to turn up this? I'm not sure. This is scary.
Dennis gets to the other machine room, and he begins operating valves. There's a slam, a very, very loud slam, and you can hear water flowing through the pipes. And he stops, and he turns towards you, and he gives you a thumbs up.
I'm gonna thumbs up him back. Hell yeah, Denise. Hell yeah. Okay, I mean, I personally have a good feeling about this. There is absolutely nothing that will go wrong. I believe in my dude there. So, does Romney have that spell where he can talk to, like, dead people?
Let's see what
Depends
spells.
if he prepared it.
Bane, Cure Wounds, Fairy Fire, Healing, Shield of Faith, Hold Person, Lesser Restoration, Moonbeam, See Invisibility, Spiritual, and Aura Vitality, Tiny Hut, Protection, Vampire, Revivify, Send, Spirit Guard.
Sorry, did you say Tiny Hat is one of
Tiny
his
Hut.
spells?
He's got Lehman's Tiny Hut.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. We could totally
Which
hide
would have
in
been
there.
awesome. For camping, yes, but
We
all the
still
lights
could.
are on.
We could still camp in the light.
But she's just gonna wait outside the hut until it only lasts 8 hours. So after 8 hours, she just stands there and is like, "Hi."
And we will be well rested after that point.
He has Word of Recall, but he does not have... I see he took Mislead. That was a good spell that I pranked you guys with, that one. I think he liked it.
All right, well, you know what? We just got to roll with it and trust. Okay, because to be fair, he made it this far in life and a freak accident happened. It's not like he died doing his job. He died from stone falling on his body. So, you know, it's probably going to be all right. If anything, maybe we helped her. Maybe it's going to give her a hot shower.
Well,
She'll
we
be
have a
well
key
rested and ready
ring.
to. Yeah, I think I may have
We have a
found
key ring.
where the key goes.
Yeah, the locked door that I couldn't open.
Javid, you are standing in front of a broom closet.
Oh, the door kind of made me think it was a prison cell.
Nope. I know
Okay.
it looks like that, but it is not.
Okay.
So
Did
there
it have
is a
any
locked
brooms?
door at the front that I was unable to open. I'm guessing that's where the key goes.
He has a lot of keys. Not just one.
I mean, Demetari, you're smart. Do you want to like try to figure out which key goes into that door?
Oh yeah, that shouldn't be too much trouble. I'll just hand it to Denise, and he'll straight up do it.
Yeah, he takes the key ring from you. You guys are standing in front of the big vault door, right?
Yeah, that's where I'm assuming, right? Because we pretty much went through the whole other side, right? Like the machine room was the end.
Yeah.
So like, there's no other door. Like that's the only other place we haven't been.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hand him the key ring. He kind of flips through it really quick, pulls out this really large looking key. He flips over an opening on the door, sticks the key in, whir, click, like the whole door opens, and he pulls this massive vault open for you to see inside. The space within is illuminated. The lights are on. About 30 or so feet in front of you, the passageway kind of opens up into another large room, and you can see what appears to be a large elevator.
Ooh. Romney, will you test out to make sure that elevator is stable enough to support us? You cool with that?
Does the party have a way of communicating? Because it looks like Javid and I are over in one spot and y'all are over in a different spot.
So if you go back, because we would have backtracked. So if we were following Denise would have gone from the machine room that we were in back to the main entrance where we first came in, through the door where we found you, to the other machine room. And so at that point, I feel like we would have then gone back to the main room to open the one door we hadn't already opened.
And you, Vin and Javid would have finished exploring the other side probably in time for you to regroup with everyone else.
Okay, cool. I was mostly just wondering if we were finding anything over here or if we should make our way back over.
No,
So, okay.
it's pretty...
Doop. Doop.
All right. Romney kind of pokes his head through the doorway, heads in a little bit further, opens up the little gate, and stands on the elevator. There's a very thick-looking rope holding it in place. It kind of creaks, and the elevator shifts just a little bit as he steps on, but it looks otherwise sturdy. There's a mechanism in the side of the room operating it along with a number of levers, and you can tell that the mechanism, the pipes going to it, are probably water pipes. It probably would not have worked without turning on the water.
I wish there was
Denise,
a
my
way.
man. Coming
Right?
through.
How do we reward an undead skeleton? Like, what is...
Can we just keep him as a member of the party forever?
Oh, I planned on it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Maybe I'll, like, scratch him behind the ear like a pet, behind the false ear, and just, good job.
He does not seem to notice.
I feel a real kinship for Denise because we died in the same place. So, shout out to Denise.
Technically, you didn't die. You were just frozen forever. All right, Denise follows Romney inside, moves over to the operating mechanism, and you watch him flip a couple switches. Nothing happens, and then he gestures for the rest of you to get onto the elevator.
Okay. Trusting you, Denise. Jesus.
Sorry, it keeps telling me that my action is colliding with a wall. Do I just have to stay in this little room? What's happening? Oh, thanks. Thank you.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
are all six of you getting onto the elevator with Denise?
Yeah.
All right.
Briar maybe will fly.
Okay, so we don't overload it. It makes sense. This room with the elevator, there's a few, like, soggy-looking wooden crates in a couple of the corners, some stones. You can tell that the ceiling is collapsed in. But one thing that you do note is that the elevator does not look like it has accumulated dust. It has been operated.
Spookums.
Once you get into the elevator, Denise flips a couple switches. There's kind of a clank and a whir, a shudder, and then the elevator begins to descend. And we're going to take a quick break. So.
Okay.
She's her.
All right. After a while, the elevator comes, the shaft opens up, and you find yourselves in a large rectangular space. It appears to be the bottom. There are no other depths to this mine shaft. There are 3 large doors. One in the center that is much larger than the others, and one on the right that appears to be mostly, I say 90%, covered by rubble. The wall has kind of caved in on it, blocking it. But the shaft and the cart elevator kind of sets on the ground with a thud. And Denise opens the little door and allows you to exit. What are you guys doing?
Again, totally having Gamby listen in. If that thing was dust free, I know we're not alone. Which door? Which door has breathing behind it?
All right.
Maybe the thing behind the door doesn't do any breathing.
Go ahead and give me a perception. The lights are on down here, but I can say you guys still have your dark vision, so we will move the vision to full.
Sorry, Liam, I had to close out because my computer got mad at me, and now my name's blacked out and I can't log back into Foundry. Do you know what to do about that?
That's because you are technically still logged in.
Can you log me out so I can log back in?
You're logged out now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I'm back. Thank you.
Yeah. I know it. So, 2 doors, one of them in the middle, larger than the others, one on the right, covered in rubble. Where are you guys going?
So, did we hear any noise? Or any activity?
8 perception check. No sign.
Well, it appears that Javid opened a door.
All right, Javid opened a door. There's a hallway.
I mean, what's Denise doing at this point? Is he just staying on the elevator?
He's just kind of standing there, just swaying, just like watching you guys with his empty little skull eye sockets.
All right.
He gives you a
Come
thumbs
on,
up.
To do
Denise.
something.
I'm having him follow us.
He's following.
He just. I also would like to ask him to give himself a pat on the back.
He gives himself a pat on the back. Denise did a good job today, so he earned it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Javid, you've run out way far ahead of the rest of the party. There's a turn in the hallway. You get to a gate. And in front of you, well illuminated, you can see what looks like a prison. There are a number of dark cells along the wall on either side. There are stone statues, skeletons littering the floor, bones, rubble, and debris. What are you doing?
We're looking for an ingot and anything other shiny things.
Shiny things. Can I get a perception check?
Perception is something I can do.
In the center of the room, right about there, there is a skeleton. The skeleton appears to have something very shiny on it. You can see it kind of glitter and reflect light towards you.
Well, that sounds like that would be very handy and useful, and if I were somehow able to get to that, that would be probably something we should explore. And so Let's see. It's a gate. Probably locked, right?
Potentially. As you check it, it kind of rattles, and it is locked.
All right. Briar, you've got the keys, right? You think you could get us in?
Yeah, Briar has the keys.
Go ahead and unlock the door. As you move to unlock it, one of the metal bars suddenly unfurls, hisses at you, and a small snake slithers away.
There is a disturbing amount of snakes here. Just too many snakes.
It's kind of weird to find snakes outside of their natural environment.
Guys, Medusa lives here. She probably got him as buddies. She's probably not. She can't live. She probably per snake company.
Yeah.
All right.
So, let's see. I saw a shiny glint somewhere.
Kind of over here.
All right. I will move to investigate and find out what that shiny thing is.
All right. Are the rest of you going into the room with him?
Yeah, but I do want to take a look around for statues that might animate or snakes. Generally, any hostile activity.
There are a bunch of statues in. You probably count 10.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go that far in because I know Javid's fast. So I'm just gonna step just inside and be like, Javid, there's like 10 statues in here.
All right. Javid, you'd be right there. You find it is a body, kind of on the ground in a pile. He's like kind of fallen on two rocks, like partially propped up. He's wearing very fine chainmail, is what it looks like. It glints, it's shiny, he's got some pouches about his belt. Kind of leaning over him almost is another statue, like a strange pose reaching out to the man on the ground. The statue's like trying to grab him and looking down at him. What are you doing?
Well, I don't want to join the other statue in statuedom. So the glint I was seeing was shiny chainmail.
It was.
And the peculiarly posed statue is reaching for something on the body of the...
It looks like he's trying to grab the body.
And looking at the body or looking away?
He's looking at the body.
I don't know what any of that means.
Anyway, Azriel, you and Demetari and Briar, as you are keeping an eye on the statues, you suddenly note in the light that blood begins to stream down from their faces.
Okay, Javid, so is there an ingot in there or not? Because the statues are now they have blood coming down their eyes. Like we need to get out if there's no ingot.
Javid, you look away from the chainmail for a moment, and then back towards the statue, and its head is turned towards you, and blood is flowing down its face.
All right. We've seen the bloody eyeball stuff before. All right, everybody out. And I'm gonna go, let's see. Here.
As you kind of like stand up and begin inching away from all of you watch as 5, 6, 7 of the statues kind of like crunch and twist and start turning towards you.
Out. We'll lock the door. Let's get out. Out. Everyone out. Lock door. Run.
All right. You flee back the way you came and lock the iron gate behind you, just as these statues kind of like slowly and then rapidly get up to it. You can see them like reaching through the gate trying to grab you, this like metal shuddering as the stone slams against it.
All right. This looks like target practice. I'm going to just bash the hell out of these guys through the gate.
If that's what you guys want to do, I need you guys to... Hold on. Roll for initiative. I need a from... Who are we missing? Briar? All right. That should be everybody. Beginning combat. Javid, it is your turn.
All right. Well, since having provoked things, do we think that there's anything in that room that worth fighting for, or
there is a door on the other.
Rattle about? All right. So, did we get the gate locked?
Yes, the gate is locked.
All right. And they're trying to reach through with swords or something?
Yeah.
And I can stand out of their reach and shoot through the bars of the gate?
Sure.
That's what I'm going to do.
Go ahead and roll for it. 28 hit.
Right. And that's, yeah, that one.
And a 31 hit.
And
Not for 31 days.
no.
The 16, however, does not. Your arrow flies across the room, disappearing.
All right. Well, that's all I've got, and I'll step back a little bit and let anybody else have a go who wants to.
All right. Azrael, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna step to the end of the hallway here and just look and see if I hear or see any hostile activity coming from the other room.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. You do not see or hear any other activity coming from the other direction. That is your action.
That's the end of my turn. I don't have range attacks, nor do I see any reason to sit and hit statues. So I'm just gonna wait until target practice is done. I'll just kind of keep an eye out, make sure that there's no Medusa coming around the corner.
All right. It is Denise's turn. He is going to do nothing. He is not. No one's given him any instructions, and he also does not have a ranged weapon. So he's just going to. Demetari, it's your turn.
When we went into that room with the door, I'm assuming the door had like no window, no bars on it where you could look through it.
Like the one at the other end of this room?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a, real door. Not a
like
gate.
Completely sealed.
Like
okay. Gotcha. I mean, it might be worth investigating, so I guess what I'll do is, let's see. I'll just do a firebolt, at the one near the gate. Do something.
Okay. The one that already got hit?
Yeah.
The 11, unfortunately,
The one's
just
closest.
glances off of it unscathed.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, that's it. That's what I got.
All right. The statues kind of lean back, pull their arms back through the gate, and then you watch as they just start hammering at the metal, starting to like bend it out of the way. The two of them at the with 3 more filing in behind. They're just like hammer. The metal begins to like bend and warp. Wow. Oh, okay. The door is not fully broken, but you guys can tell that it is not going to take much more hammering on the part of these statues for them to break through. And see, Romney's. He's going to stand back and he's going to. He's going to cast Flames. Which is a 10-foot radius sphere on a point he can see. He's going to put it right there, and he's going to hit all 5 of them. They need to make Dex save. And they all fail. Dealing across 5 targets a total of 125 damage. 25 to... He just like calls down like this blast of flame and radiant light, just charring the statue. They all look injured now. He's going to step back a little bit. It's going to be Briar. I'll say Briar's going to throw a javelin through the gate. Alright, she's going to hit one of them. And Finn's turn.
Sorry, we're still target practicing, right? Yeah, I don't have any.
It's achieved a little greater urgency because they're going to break down the gate here pretty quick if we don't kill them.
I don't have any ranged things except for a couple spell slots. Would you guys say it's worth shooting off a couple spells?
If you've got an AOC that can lock him through the gate, absolutely.
All right. I'll send a guiding bolt at one of them.
Sure.
I'll take this one that says badly injured. That's like right in front of me.
Okay. You're hitting it with a guiding bolt?
No, I'm not. No, I'm fucking not.
Unfortunately, your guiding bolt does not hit. They have a very high AC.
And I rolled a 1. Again.
No, you rolled a 7 and you rolled a 1 on your damage.
Okay. Well, that's a little bit less annoying. A little bit. God, do I have any bonus actions I can use right now? I don't think so. Okay,
You can
that's
move.
my turn. Yeah, I'll move so I'm more with the party.
Okay. Alright. 2 more statues move up to the door. I'll say they can hit from around the corner. They don't do a good job, though. No. They hit it. 14, 18 damage. The gate breaks. It, like, the lock falls away, and it swings open. But they're not gonna... Yeah, they're not gonna come. Javid, it's your turn.
All right. Well, we'll cast Hunter's Mark on the one that I'm targeting. And try and drop him with an arrow or two.
Which one are you targeting? Oh, that one? Yes. Got it. The near death.
Yep. And if the 18 damage is not sufficient to
18 drops him.
All right. And then let's see. Nope, can't do anything about that. I'll just shoot the one behind him. No, the badly injured one.
They're okay. Sure. Go ahead and roll.
Next one.
$17, unfortunately, does not hit.
Right.
They are too
And
tough.
They are some tough buggers. All right then. That'll be my turn.
Azrael's turn. The gate lies open. The statues are free to move towards your ally.
Alright, I'm gonna toll the dead on the badly injured one.
Okay. That's a whiz save.
That is a whiz save. 7.
All right. He fails.
We're gonna have to fight these things, aren't we?
Oh, never mind. He doesn't. He fails, but doesn't seem affected by.
Oh, so narcotic damage doesn't do anything to them. Okay. Good to know. Don't use narcotic damage. Just don't do that. Guess I'll go here. Just because I don't want access. Okay, I'm not gonna move towards them. I'm gonna hold the line and say, like, guys, are we running? Are we fighting? What are we doing?
All right. It is Denise's turn. He knows an enemy when he sees one. He charges.
We don't deserve Denise. Because I can kind of tell him what to do as a bonus action, after he charges, because I mean he seems to kind of have a mind of his own, can I tell him just like, run back? Just trust me.
So yes, as a bonus action, you can tell him what to do, but you've given him no instructions, and he sees enemies who are coming towards you, so he is going to attack them. He hits one of the statues for 8 damage.
8, okay.
And it is your turn.
All right, so bonus action. Denise, get your ass back over here. That was cool. But come back. And then I'm going to focus Fireball here and let her rip, Tater Chip. We're going to do it at 5th level because why the fuck not?
Sure.
The sound of those dice was awesome.
I wish I could roll on IRL, but it's fine.
Nope. Wow. You would think making 6 rolls, I would pass one of them, but that is not nice. 41 damage. They are all gone.
Okay, guys, coast is clear. Let's go.
Hold on. I actually want to do some math to figure out just how much, like, the total amount of damage you just... You just dealt across all 6 targets 196 damage.
Damn.
So, Dimitari just points towards the center of the room. Blast of fire sends forth, and then incinerates all of the statues. Like, you're all blinded by this bright orange light for a second, and when it fades, the statues just fall apart.
I knew you could get good at magic. Good job.
I'm gonna blush, thanks, and then I'm gonna do like a little small pet on my back. Ah, thank goodness Denise listened. God. All right. How much is everything on fire in there?
There's, the statues are kind of singed and still a little bit smoky, but everything's okay now.
Okay, because all right, anything that is flammable will.
There's some small fires here and there, but the room itself is not on fire. It is very damp here, so.
Okay.
This whole place is underwater, technically. There's a constant, drip of water. You can hear it echoing.
Should we go look at the other door, or should we go back and look at the other two doors?
We have made it this far. I say let's keep on trucking. They obviously were
Alright.
protecting something.
Can Denise open doors? Can he open the door for us?
You want him to open the door on the other side of the room?
Oh, I mean, I can't tell him to do anything, but
Would you guys like for Denise to open the door on the other side of the room?
I mean, if he breaks, I'll get you a new one, okay?
But it's Denise. He's done so much.
But he knows these doors, so he knows how to open them.
You know what? I think I got it. I think he deserves a break. It's fine. I'm gonna go open the door, but just have my cape ready in case I need to,
All right.
poof back.
Denise is going to follow you. That's
All right.
his whole job. He follows you around.
That's fine. I would rather that happen.
All right. He follows you to the other side of the room, and he gives you the keys. Because I think you guys gave him the keys earlier. Or no, I guess.
I think Briar has the keys.
Technically, he was the last one to have them when he opened the door to get to the elevator room. And then...
No, because didn't we have to use the key for this room? And Briar opened it?
Oh, yeah, sure. That's true.
So I think Briar would have the keys.
Okay. Well...
But, I mean, she can give them to whoever.
That makes sense. All right, so you guys open the door.
And we established that the chainmail wasn't interesting. It wasn't mithril or something.
Did you want to investigate it? You didn't really investigate it for very long.
Well, I didn't have a chance to, and then my mic cut out.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and investigate it. Crystal says she's stepping away for a second, and she's back.
And
Oh,
now she's
I'm
back.
trying to get my token to work. It's frustrating, okay?
Javid, a 7. You're picking away at it, and it is a little peculiar. This body is less decayed than some of... you do find...
Vin, this wasn't one of yours, was it?
Hey, Javid, do you think that that would fit Denise?
Oh, yeah, it probably would. Let's get Denise hooked up with some good armor here. But you were saying, DM, I do find...
You do find a pouch on this fell containing 25 gold and 10 silver. It looks like this is some kind of adventurer.
Mm-hmm.
His sword appears mundane. His armor just appears well-maintained and mundane.
I'm gonna shake the mail loose and then drape it over Denise.
Okay.
Maybe upgrade Denise's sword with which was a rusty old thing with the newer one.
Sure.
And looking in each of these cells, they appear to be typical cells with long departed corpses.
Yes. As far as you can tell. It's just decay, debris, and nothing of note. These were cells for prisoners. They didn't get to keep personal items. There's nothing in them, really.
Mm-hmm.
Giving the stuff to it is just a regular set of chainmail, which I think sets his AC to 16. Let me check.
Damn, why do we
it's-
have the same AC?
Let me. I'm verifying. I believe chainmail. Armor and shield. It's chainmail. Yes, his AC is 16. His strength is actually not technically high enough to win.
Damn.
Sorry, Denise, we tried.
He is just not that strong these days. Definitely not as strong as he used to. He is wearing what looks like it could have once been chainmail, but it has long since turned to scrap. And he no longer possesses muscles, so it's tough for him to do things.
Yeah.
I guess if you guys
Alright.
wanted him to wear the chainmail, he could, but it would reduce his speed by 10 feet, so he would only have a speed of 20 feet.
What do you think?
Well,
Demetri?
okay, how many pieces are in the chainmail? Because this is just in general, like I'm assuming there's hand bits and then like a torso bit and then pants.
Yeah, it's pretty elaborate.
Okay, I'm gonna like lay them out and then just have him pick one. And then he can have that.
So you'd like for him to just turn it into a chain shirt.
Well, I mean, he can pick whatever item he wants, but yeah, if he wants the shirt, then he can have his shirt. If he wants to just wear pants, that's on him.
Okay. He's going to choose to just wear pants because that's funny, but I'm going to say that he's wearing a chain shirt, so his AC is now 15 instead of 13.
All right, sweet.
He's just got chainmail chausses on.
Yeah, okay. Looking spiffy there.
He jingles as he goes.
And he does jingle. He makes a lot of noise.
Can we? You know how? Do you see? That's really noisy. Is there a way to make that not noisy?
Denise just kind of behind you
Wait.
guys.
We have Romney here, who is noisy as hell, and isn't Vin noisy?
Correct. You guys have not been sneaking at all this entire.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah,
this
I
whole
go
time,
jingle
you're probably not
jangle.
even hearing. You're not even hearing him over them two.
Yeah. There's way louder people here right now. Alright, so you've unlocked the door at the far end of the hallway and opened it. It is another hallway. Narrower, and at the end you can see another door. This passage appears relatively ornate compared to this one.
How many forehead kisses does Briar have left?
2. Would you like one?
I would like one.
She gives you a forehead kiss. And you get a 3, so a 3rd level spell slot.
I'll
less.
take it.
So, what are the rest of you guys doing? The door has been opened, revealing another passageway beyond this one. Where are you guys going?
Following along.
Yeah, I can't get my
letting
token to
go.
move. It stopped moving. I'm gonna follow the party.
Yeah, I think we're still in initiative moving.
Yeah, you are. All right, back to free move. Demitar, you weren't supposed to go over there. All right.
I didn't move.
You're in front of another door. Would you like to open it?
Demetri, maybe you step back and let Denise do that. Denise is probably better at opening doors.
Denise eagerly scampers forward and opens the door.
Well, I guess
See,
that's
he
what
likes
gentlemen
this.
should do.
This makes him
Yeah.
happy.
He is very chivalrous. I guess I
And
should
he steps
allow him
through
to
the
do
door.
that.
I spilled wine on myself. All right.
Okay. Is he giving us a thumbs up?
So, through the doorway, you can see a small kind of atrium of sorts, an archway, and then a much larger room. There are pillars holding up a ceiling beyond view. It is relatively dark in this direction, but you guys can still see.
Should we send Gamby out, maybe? To see if there's a Medusa in there?
Yeah, why not?
All right. You're sending Gamby into that room?
Although, yeah, we'll send Gamby.
Okay. Go ahead and have Gamby make a perception check. All right. Gamby enters the room and can see that it is a fairly large vaulted ceiling, some 60 feet across, to another doorway. To the left, there is a large, similar vault door to the one you opened to enter the elevator room on the level above. To the right, there is a large archway into another strange-looking atrium. The floor of this room is littered with bones. There are no statues to be found. Just pillars, bones, what looks like growth debris. There's like mounds of vegetation and other matter. And as Gamby is kind of inspecting the room, he kind of looks around, and he looks up at the darkness of the ceiling and watches this like shape kind of shift, large and snake-like. And he scampers back towards the rest of you.
Oh, scouting report.
All right, folks. Well, looks like we have another giant snake, maybe.
And anyway, I start blasting. Can I cast Guiding Bolt at it? Or not Guiding
You
Bolt?
guys aren't in the room yet. You sent Gamby in by himself, and then he came back out to tell you that that was the stuff that he saw.
Okay.
But if you'd like to run in there and just start blasting, you could.
Can I blast from the doorway? It has 120 feet range. Are we blasting? Is that the plan?
What's the lighting in here? You said
Fairly well illuminated. It's
dark.
The whole place is bright. Everything.
Everything's lit up now. Okay.
Okay. Well, let me turn it back to night so I can show you what it looks like actually. Looks like there's darkness in the center of that room, and then you are currently standing in light right now. The hallway you guys came from is dark. All right, back to daylight.
So, I mean, we need to find an ingot, right? And the snakes are hostile. So, is that a dead end? Or do we need to, like, get through that room to check out another room? And did he see an ingot or a sword?
We're not going to give up looking for ingots. We got to find one.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Doesn't
like,
someone have invisibility?
Dead end?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking about the light. If it's dark, I'm invisible.
You are not invisible, right? The whole place has been illuminated. All these sconces on the walls everywhere has been turned on. So you guys are no longer using dark vision to see. You guys are back to regular light.
And if it's dim, I can hide.
It is not dim light.
So I got only a sneaky feat, which allows me to hide for one turn, which I guess would not get me across the room.
So it is dark over there. However far that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see my ping. You are 40 feet from dark. Technically dim light.
How fast do you think a snake moves?
Well, if it's on the ceiling, it can drop probably in one turn.
So, I could possibly make like a steed that moves super fast. If somebody wants to run in with said steed and just like gallop, see if something's worth being in there, and then run back.
Well, Javid can. I mean, all of us are pretty speedy. I mean, I can't remember. Javid, you can move like 40 feet around, right? I mean, that's not around. Sorry, that's like a movement. So it's 80 feet around. I can move. If I really want to move, I can move 150 feet around. But normally it's 100 feet, right? So I feel like if Javid can get to the darkness, which is within his movement range, he can look around and be invisible.
Sure. I mean, this goes 100 feet or does like 13 miles an hour.
But we don't need to get 100. Like room. What I'm saying is the rooms. I don't want you to waste your spell slot.
It's not a wasted spell slot. It takes 10 minutes as a ritual.
Oh.
I wouldn't have offered if it was spell slot.
Well, since it takes 10 minutes, we can wait. We can do that as a backup plan if Javid can't get around.
That works. I haven't used this yet, so I can definitely just start and have it on board for funsies.
I mean, you could just sit on a horse, if you want.
Sure.
Because you want to sit on a horse, sure.
I could. We'll have it as backup. You never know.
Is that the one that becomes a Pegasus?
No, but this I can make it look like however I want to. So that's gonna be fun. It's just like a phantom steed. It's that one.
All right, so what if I turn myself invisible for one turn, move over to the door, which I can do with one move action, hide in the darkness, and then examine that door. See if it's got anything interesting on it. I'm going to do that. So I use Nature's Veil to magically become invisible, along with my equipment and everything I'm carrying.
Okay.
And I move over to the door, which I was assured
Secondly,
was
dim
dark.
light.
Dim. I can hide in dim light.
Okay.
I hide myself.
Go ahead and give me a. All right. You arrive at the door and are quite stealthy. Checking it out, it appears to be fairly ornately carved. It is another similar vault door to the one that you had come through to get to the elevator. And it's locked. Something valuable is probably on the other side.
Didn't think this far ahead. Okay. Psst. Toss me the key.
So I could
the
turn
kid.
Briar invisible, and she can fly over with the key. So I'll do that. I'll turn Briar invisible, and then since she has the key, she can just fly over.
Alright, she's gonna fly. 21 on her stealth. She flies over and silently hands you the keys, holding it in such a way that they do not jingle.
With that, I'll
She's going to
try
pat
to
you on the
unlock
shoulders. How long does the invisibility last?
It
hidden.
lasts an hour.
Oh, her.
Yeah, it
What
lasts an
kind of
hour as long as
invisibility
she
is
doesn't
it?
cast. It's just normal invisible here. Good one.
Let me just make sure that by giving him something, she didn't lose her invisibility.
It's usually attack
Right.
or cast a
Lindell is
spell.
telling
Okay.
me that we need to prepare to go.
Okay. All right. She is still invisible, and she's going to fly back out the door, leaving Javid alone.
All right. So I will try to unlock the door with the key that she's just given me.
All right. And the door. Oh. Okay. Got it. The door opens. There is another and a strange rectangular room on the other side that you can just barely see. It is quite dark. In the center of the room, just at the edge of your vision, you spy a massive shape. It looks to be about 20 plus feet tall, 15 feet wide. It's covered in like wooden beams and chains. And as you stare at it, it kind of shifts. The chains rustle, and there's a thud that echoes through the facility.
All right. Well, I'm going to rely on being stealthy and unseen, and move into the room and looking for movement, looking for ingots.
Okay. There are no ingots. You can see more closely that the creature, the shape, is a creature. It is what looks like a massive armored rhinoceros, bipedal, and just kind of like sitting, pointed towards you in the darkness, waiting. The ground in front of you is littered with bones and other refuse. It smells rather foul in here.
Like a big animal's been shitting.
No, because the exterior of the room is a deep pit, the bottom of which you cannot see. Behind the creature, as it is standing just on the other side of the center of the room, there is a walkway and a massive gilded door. The creature kind of rustles and like shifts its arms so you can better see it in the darkness. And placed, ready to go in one hand, is this massive 9-foot-long spiked club, and in the other hand, what looks like a 5-foot-long, strange-looking greatsword.
Hey! Hi.
Yeah, okay. Note to self, do not tangle with that one.
Or do, so I can get my sword.
Yeah, not really the get up close and take swords kind of guy till I've had to drop their HP a bit.
Alright, fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. So with that, I will sneak back out and this
Are you closing the door?
Yeah, it probably seems like a prudent idea. Keep
There you
the and all right.
That is what the creature looked like.
Fuck his shit up. Okay. Well, he's obviously here to play checkers, so right. Well, I'll sneak back to the party and let them know what I have found.
All right. You're able to cross the room unimpeded. Exiting through the archway and back into the alcove which contains the rest of your party.
Yeah. So probably big vault on the other side, protected by a humongous bashing thing. You might have your sword. Vin, you want to describe it for me, or I'll describe what I saw, and you tell me if that's it. And I'll describe the great sword held in the offhand of the rhino monster.
Well, unfortunately, that does sound like that's mine.
Oh, there you go. You can just waltz right in and pick it up, I'm sure.
I'm sure he'll be happy to just give it to me if I ask nicely, since that is apparently how y'all do things.
Yes. Yes, we are noted for our ability to negotiate successful outcomes with enormous rhino creatures.
Phenomenal. Well, I look forward
No,
to it.
yeah.
All right. I think before we progress any further, this is where we will stop. So I hope you guys had fun, and I hope you guys are excited to fight a rhino monster.
Rhino!
And I'll see you guys next weekend.
Give me my sword.
Nope.
Yeah.